people. Listen, I'm gonna take my time down here. Right. I didn't understand.
When I tried to conduct,
Come on.
and I'm talking about my in-law niece. My niece, I done bought her.
I was born in the same place I was, but they decided to move along. They traveled.
Here, I had a homeboy, and I'm thinking about getting the motherfucker. Now I'm trying to hold it out.
I want to get it done.
They both was the same, but once the money been through, and you just scripted this shit.
They got some diamonds in them. I need them.
Expect you to pay the bills, take care of their family, help you watch their niece. All right, so man, basically, my internet went out. Like they said, it is pretty windy outside. But the show must go on. We had just finished the topic of, we just finished the clip of the young lady speaking on COVID. Let's see here. Raise money for something you need, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to make sure they ain't trying to hit me with the, we were speaking on COVID, so they canceled us. Yeah, man, you know, if the phones could tell you, if I could say out loud to my phone, I'm looking for a new Pico, and then 5 minutes later, the you're a fool to think that they won't do that when it comes to us speaking on COVID and that.
When you speak on that, you have to probably say it's something else.
Well, let's just speak on how they changed the days, on what people quarantine is. Like, I don't understand how you go from 14 days to 5. Like, and then she said if you're not symptomatic. I don't know all the details because, to be honest with you, I watched Lester Hope, but it's in between work. So I don't really get to watch the news too often, but I try to watch the news to keep see what's relevant.
I don't know about everything, but when it comes to the COVID, you got to keep paying the motherfucker when they do bring in their real results. I think they don't want to pay they don't want to pay the person because they're not putting the work.
Yeah, they was paying.
You were still getting paid.
Shout out to my co-host. He had every bit of 41 days quarantine pay for sure. Shout out to my co-host. I know he didn't have about 41. There's some people that have worked the system too, though. But shit, if you got COVID, you should be able to work the system. That's part of the agreement with the government.
That's what they said. Yeah. So it ain't what we. I haven't had no days of COVID pay. I'm mad about it.
Well, you had COVID though, didn't you?
Not during no damn. I ain't got no pay like that.
See, I think the thing is they pay you because they don't want people to be so afraid to miss money that they come in sick. Like,
that's exactly. You shouldn't come in.
Yeah, you shouldn't come in.
But they saying they're making that lady.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just talking about the video. That's saying
what do you think the goal should be? If they don't want to, say exactly what you just said again. For everybody.
I say the reason that you get COVID pay or they pay you is because they don't want you to come in, and there's too many people that can't afford to miss. Most of us are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford to miss a paycheck, how many people would still go in because I'm just not gonna say nothing. I need that money.
But so endanger more people.
Endanger more people. So I think that's why they pay you, and they have the COVID pay to incentivize people to stay home. Now, hey, you still get paid, but stay home because they don't want those people.
But they're trying to take that away. That's what the point of the lady said. She said basically they're trying to take away how long they're willing to pay you because of COVID pay. Like they're turning it into we'll pay you 5 days.
No, they want you to come in
ASAP.
They want you to come in ASAP. The ladies saying if you don't have
symptoms.
No, if you don't have the symptoms, you don't have the cough, you don't have nothing. I think that's basically if you don't have the cough, bring your ass in to work.
Yes,
that's what that sounds like.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a COVID expert, so let me say that first. But I don't agree with any
How does it work
How
does it work in the firefighter department? If somebody gets COVID, you only have how many employees at one station?
At one station, it just depends on how many rigs or how many. You have a truck, an engine, and an ambulance, and you'll have 10 people there. You might have just an ambulance and a fire engine, or you might just have an engine. So it depends on the house, but you can have up to 10 people.
Do you have on-call firefighters?
No, we all work 24-hour shifts, and we have a rotating schedule. So there's no part-time, there's no on-call, nothing like that.
You work for 24 hours straight?
Yep. The way it works is I work every other day for a set amount of days, and then I get a set amount of days off. So I'll go in, like, I got off this morning at 7 a.m. I'll go in tomorrow at 7 a.m., and I won't get off until the next day at 7 a.m.
Is there anything like the movies? How y'all be sitting around playing cards and chilling?
Well,
that's in house. You gotta get in house. Get in house.
actually,
Hey, join the force. Tell him join the force. You find out.
I'm just saying, like, if y'all get sick, though.
no, you
seriously.
you have things you do. Like that's our home. So we
Leisure
got to
time,
cut the
yeah.
grass. We got to shovel the walk. We go to schools and talk to kids. We go to businesses and check out fire things. All while we're making calls. We got to cook our own food. So our day is kind of planned out. In the evening, you get a little more. I don't want to say free time because you still have to respond to calls, but you get a little more free time. So you get guys that might, play cards or might watch TV or call.
I went that far, man. I did go that far, man. I did a couple of house runs. I did some house runs. I went and picked up the food from the Hy-Vee. I went a long way, my nigga. I did a long way.
That's good. But as far as in the COVID, back to the topic, because I tend to jump off topic too. If you sick, you have COVID.
You don't come in.
But if it's only 10 of y'all, so y'all
don't
down to
come
9?
in.
There's callback. Callback is overtime. So let's say a bunch of people call in because they have COVID, then they'll start doing the callback list and calling people to come in for overtime. So if that's what you mean by on call, yeah, but it's overtime, so you don't have to come in. It's your choice. But no, they make sure everything is staffed.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Better. It's
Omaha
better safe.
is very big on safety, so they're going to be safe.
Yeah.
But as far as coming in with COVID, they don't play that because we work with too many vulnerable people.
You have to take a test every time y'all come to work?
No, we don't have to take tests every time we come to work.
Once a week?
No, if you are exposed, then they encourage you to get tested. If you have symptoms, they encourage you to get tested. I went and got tested today because I was exposed to it. People had it around me and things like that. And I was negative. So, but yeah, I'll go randomly and if I have an exposure, if I have symptoms, and I have bad allergies, so
you're on a regular
if I'm out
check.
there coughing, I go in there and check just to make sure. Because again, we work around vulnerable people. We are going to try to help people. So the last thing I want to do is take somebody something that could end their life. Yeah.
That makes sense. I think we might as well. Quando, what you think about the 5-day before we jump to this last topic? Do you agree with the theory of them giving you 5 days instead of 14 just to save face because they feel like if you don't have no symptoms?
I see that's what they're doing, but I don't think that lady, they're not even doing no days. That's not even a 5-day. That the video we watched. But I think 5 days. I think is still bad. I think it's still bad.
Yeah,
that's bad. 5 days bad. You should protect your company and instead of spreading shit.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this. Like the company I work for is it's a small business. It's only me and another employee. Matter of fact, I'm glad I said that. If you're looking for a job, holla at me. I need somebody to work 11 to 6:30 tomorrow, and I'll get you a job. You want to make some money? Holla at me. I'll get you in the dough. But we're about to switch topics real quick because
man got me in the dough when he told me that one time. I'll still be enrolling.
Say that again. Say that again for the public. Quando, say that again for the public.
I said, this man said, you want a job?
Got him a job. He's been there since.
Wow.
How long? 12, 15 years?
I've been there a long time.
Man.
Yeah, I got him the job, and he excelled past me. He down there running the company. I don't know. He excelled past me. Rod stay in his own lane at the job, so they don't bother him. See, I'm the type of motherfucker. I'll be like, that ain't right. They be like, he gotta go. Let's get this motherfucker. Rod like, I don't give a fuck. Everything.
No, I work. I do my job.
All right, let's get to the next topic.
Everything. I've been there, but he did give me my job. I have to say that.
Holla at me. You'll start working with me tomorrow. Anyway, let's get to this last topic. This topic is when Karens attack. This older white lady seen two black kids playing with a white kid and felt uncomfortable and decided to ask them what they're doing in the neighborhood and asking them to leave the little white kid alone. This is the actual video.
Go play wherever you're staying.
Wait, so we
So
can't.
which townhouse in here are you visiting?
What's wrong with that, though?
What?
I said, what's wrong with that? just playing around the neighborhood.
You know what? How do I know that you are not picking on that kid in this bike?
We're not picking on him.
Do I know that? Just
You can
please
ask
go
him.
back to
You-
wherever you're coming from. And you put your phone away. Go play wherever you're staying.
Wait, so we
So
can't.
which townhouse in here are you visiting?
What's wrong with that, though?
What?
I said, what's wrong with that? Just playing around the neighborhood.
Back this first. All right, so now today in 2022, we live in a society to where young black kids can't even play comfortably in a neighborhood. And me and my boss talked about it a couple times, and I just told him like Trump kind of fucked up the world a little bit because, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's always been racism, right? But nobody was really bold enough to be out in the open with it, and to see a woman. I'm from the era of. We used to ride our bikes from down all the way downtown through the park
To the
and
mall.
man, everywhere.
It was a car.
And I never got questioned of what are you doing in this neighborhood. And if these are just kids playing, but this, like I said, this is a society we're living in now, to where people are blatantly being discriminative, like they're discriminating against color, gender. Whatever. It's
I
just
think there's a lot of that shit. I think it was a lot of shit that going on a long time ago.
but
because
nobody really expressed it though. Not well. We didn't have like LB say all the time. There wasn't cameras to record the shit. So
Yeah,
let's go back to that.
Yeah, that's basically what it breaks down to. Because I always hung out in my cousin neighborhood. Hey,
Was you ever questioned?
no, but there was some white people that was racist that we knew was racist.
So you think you could catch them in 2022 as a child though? Do you think you would be able to catch them with your phone doing some weird shit?
They are, yeah. I wonder if they still there. So shit, there was some racist ass white people. But there was only one person. I think they're not everywhere like that, but they're.
There's more cameras. I'm in the same way with police brutality and things like that. I guess I really didn't think about it until I thought about what LB said that this been going on for centuries. The only difference is that it's cell phones now to record. Yeah, so
And you have your own platform. Like once you record it, you can go post it, and it's
that's
shared
like
a million times.
not being funny in any way. That's kind of like Emmett Till. Could you imagine Emmett Till with a cell phone?
Right.
Like these white people following me.
Right.
They chasing me because I said hi to a white woman, or you know
Right.
what I'm saying. So I guess it is just the time we're living in, to where
Right.
now people have access to
Imagine
cell
we
phones.
had cell phones recording back in our time too.
Yeah, well, I never
And
really experienced racism.
Shit.
But I experienced
That shit-
a lot of Karens in my day. Like to me, what Karen?
see,
Karen
I'm saying what I'm talking about was old ass white people. That's what I was saying in racism.
to me, a Karen is just ignorant, and I don't use that word loosely. I'm saying, and like I said, I actually like genuinely care about a Karen. I work with her. She's actually a really nice lady, but I realize she doesn't understand the uncomfortable shit she say. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to keep drilling her.
Some of them racist too, though.
No, that's what LB saying.
But you can tell the difference. I mean, when you've been around it, you know when somebody is like you said, they just don't know no better, and somebody know exactly what they doing. You can tell.
Exactly.
You know, I'm half white. I'm black and white.
Yeah.
So we moved to Tennessee when I was a kid to be close to my grandparents. My grandfather called me the N-word. Like I've been around real racism, and
Your mom was white?
Yeah, my mom was white.
Okay.
You had to decipher. It's pops. Yeah, you like G pops on me like
I didn't know. I didn't know till we went out in public because it was a small town, Shelbyville, Tennessee, small town. I didn't know till we went out in public. And he looked at me and my sister, and he was like, "Hey, when we get in here, don't you ends act like y'all know me, you know?" Because he had friends in there. He didn't want to see that he had, black men.
How old was you when he said that?
I was 12.
That's deep. Yeah, you was old too. Old. You was, but
I
to
didn't
break it down though,
Yeah.
a little bit to see where it's at.
That's
That's kind of fucked up.
That's nuts to hear that from somebody
That's
that's
real
supposed to
fucked.
love you.
But
supposed to love
also,
you.
like I said, we went down there to be closer to him. I didn't know this man. You know, like I didn't know him my whole life. So
Yeah.
I mean, he showed his colors, and you know, my mom told me, she's like, you know, that's how he is, and you know, you got to understand how to, you know, basically what pocket to keep people in. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them, and then, you know, deal with them accordingly.
Right. And that's how, and that's in life. And hey, and you learn a general lesson with that. You learn, that's a real life lesson that you didn't know that you needed to know.
Yeah, we frozen. I think we frozen for some other reason, but it was.
Man, that was a lesson though.
It was my phone. But it don't matter. The wind blowing hard. We want to get out of here on time. So guess what time it is, guys? Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends and Caucasians.
So how did, are you in?
Listen,
No.
this is the end of the show, Ron.
Alright.
Because the internet is tripping and I don't want it to freeze on us anyway. So let's dead the show.
I'm good with, I'm asking him a personal question, period. I'm saying, how do you treat your grandpa right now with that?
Well, he's not.
Now that you,
he's not alive anymore.
Okay.
But
okay.
when we only lived down there for maybe less than 6 months. Like my mom couldn't take it, and
Yeah.
when we came back, I didn't really talk. I didn't talk to him again.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like I said, you can't change somebody's mind when they got those type of feelings.
Yeah.
So this is the end of the show. Jason, thank you for coming
Hey,
through, man.
thanks
Give
for
me your
having me. I
panhandle. Give me your
appreciate you.
panhandle so they can holler at you about the firefighters.
What's my panhandle?
Your face. I'm sorry, I forgot you.
Yeah, you know I'm old. I don't know all this.
Give me your Facebook.
Tell them how to reach you.
Yeah.
Jason Gentry on Facebook. Just look for the light skinned brother that's in the profile picture. I'm tagged in these videos. You can add me, inbox me. Like I said, especially if you're interested in the fire department, you know that's what we do. We do our best to get people hired. It's not me; it's a team of us. And I just want to shout out Human Resources and our chief, our fire chief, because it really does take a team to get these numbers up, and they've done a great job of working with us to get this done.
Boy, you took some media classes like a mug. You hear him?
No,
He sound like he took some media. Did you take some media classes?
No.
Oh, okay.
I used to be a rapper.
Okay, I know that's right, man. Look, Quando Rondo.
Plenty of interviews, huh?
Jason came through from the fire department, chopped it up with us. Quando Rondo, Anthony that dude Johnson. Y'all have a great night. This is the Smartest Dumb People. We'll see y'all Friday. Everywhere, I got messages saying, what's up with the show? One to where you still got kids writing essays on. 472. Shout out to Chris, he came through.
Came back there. And you go, okay. And she said,
Okay, he done. He turned it. It's not money, baby. They don't need cash in their hands.
right. So now with the fuck with that,
Regardless of the fact. You don't know. You don't know his fucking intentions.
Internet, what are people? Listen, I'm gonna take my time down here.